Ride Your Wave. It's
Yeah.
it's a great movie with really soft colors. The character
Yeah.
design, it's it was kind of like elongated.
Yeah, I totally agree, and that part is emphasized in quite a few parts. But yeah, it's very like in that style of uh, tall characters, probably you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Perspective has a lot to do with this one,
And
and then
I've noticed this a lot in
yeah.
animes, especially there's another anime that I liked a lot that
Oh
it's
yeah.
called Welcome to the Ballroom, where
Yes.
the,
Oh, the
the
characters are
features of the
also
characters are kind of
yeah,
like elongated and
yeah.
just to kind of like emphasize the body shape.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And that's like the highlight. And welcome to the ballroom, they have very
Yeah.
long
Very
necks, and that's like the feature
Yeah, it
that
looks kind of weird, but at the same
yeah.
time, it looks imposing. Like when they're dancing, it's
Ooh.
like,
Ooh, very, very.
and
Because
with
it's
this
that
one, it's
ah,
a lot more smoother.
ooh,
But at the
yes.
same time,
Smoother.
the characters they practice surf or they put a lot
Yeah.
of surf scenes
Yeah, surfing
and
and very very flowy movements.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So probably I see why the character design was like that for that movie because like they wanted
Okay.
to result the waves and how the body moves,
Yeah.
especially because it seems like a really simple character design.
Yeah,
It's not
it
like
seems
really
like it.
elaborate where there are a
Right.
lot of animes where they even put muscles within the muscles.
Oh, yeah. Like JoJo. Their muscles are muscles. But yeah, I totally agree. It's much smooth. I would say simple too. I agree with that, especially with like their legs. Sometimes a lot of it is very flowy, and that also goes along with that, like looking at objects through water, which is a really cool idea. Another thing that I would say also is kind of like the faces, they also kind of remind me of Welcome to the Ballroom, just with the whole like angular kind of things we were talking about before, but also that angular, smooth type of design. Yeah. Also with Hinako, whenever there was like a side shot or maybe even a three quarters or the the more angled view, her eyes would be like, I'm not sure how they did it, but it's like her eyes were accentuated with the roundness of her eyes. That was
Yeah,
really
and
cool.
because
It's
that
fascinating.
is really hard to make in anime, especially because
Yeah.
you see a lot of like moe type anime where especially
Yeah.
when they're on the side
Uh-huh.
they have like a hole for the mouth.
Oh yes, the whole yeah, just the whole, and then you do see the eyes, but yeah, it's just like
Like there's a hole and there's a lot of
yeah.
some other anime genres that when they're on the side
Ooh,
it actually
yes.
looks just a tiny bit and it looks more natural. And a lot of times you don't even notice because I mean
yeah.
you see the hole and it's like, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if
nothing
you're
wrong here.
an experimented weeb or whatever,
Yeah.
you're like, that looks weird. I still love it, but that looks weird.
Yes. Oh yes. Yeah. It like watching so many anime, you do kind of get a sense, maybe even a feel, even if you never have studied drawing, but you do get a feel of like what's different after experiencing a lot.
Yeah.
So fascinating. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad we're
I mean, because like a lot of people
yeah.
is like all the anime looks the same. It's like,
right.
Excuse me.
Ooh, excuse me.
It's like,
Yeah, right. Because you see that and you see the differences. Yeah. I'm glad we were talking about this at the beginning because that is definitely one of the biggest things you kind of notice when you kind of jump into this anime and it's kind of like the emphasis too in this particular story.